This week, let me introduce you to my 77-year-old mum. I always grew up thinking my mum could swim, and that's because she kind of could. She stuck to the basics, breaststroke with her head out, she never did front crawl, never put her face in the water, never liked the deep end, but she never told me. So today I thought I'd convince her to do a swimming lesson with me. Not something my mum was really looking forward to, but I convinced her that she'd learn and she'd like it and she'd get used to it. Anyway, we started off really slowly. I had her walk holding the side of the pool as I do, getting used to the water, and she enjoyed doing that, getting lower and lower. I then got her blowing bubbles on top of the water, which I actually already knew she could do, so we just got her doing a few of those, so getting her shoulders in the water and blowing bubbles. I did it with her mouth, and then we tried doing it with her nose, and she was really cute in the lead up to that. It wasn't really essential, she did her nose bubbles anyway, so that was fine. And then I took her by the hands and I showed her how to actually just float on top of the water with her face in the water. If you can get your face in the water, it saves a lot of time, but a lot of people have a fear of putting their face in the water. Luckily, my mum doesn't have a fear of putting her face in the water, which is great, so we could move on. I then demonstrated putting her face in, and actually being in a correct body position helps you to float. So if you actually relax in the water, let your legs just float to the top, then you're floating. I also showed her how to stand up correctly. So this is her next practicing that, holding the side. It's a great way to start. So she put her face in first, and I got her to kind of hold her breath first and then see if she could float. So at first her body was quite stiff and her muscles were quite tense, and so she couldn't float that well. And this is a problem for a lot of beginner swimmers, is that if you're carrying a lot of tension in your body, actually floating becomes a lot harder. So if you do watch somebody floating and you're thinking, how are they actually floating? It's probably more because they actually don't have any tension in their body and they're relaxed. The relaxing part comes with more practice, so you really are going to have to put in the time. I tried telling that to my mum and she actually didn't enjoy that comment, but it's true. You have to manage your expectations when you're learning to swim. It is a life skill. Once you get it and you keep it up, you won't forget it. But she'd actually forgotten, and she was nervous to begin with anyways, and she didn't love the water. So I'm kind of retraining her and thinking positively about swimming. So this is me helping her to stand up now. So I want her to be more balanced and more in control when she stands up. So I held her hands and got her to put her face in, and they did what I do with all learners: bring your two legs together, put your feet on the floor and pull your hand from front to back. I let her do it with her other hand so she could feel the water a bit more. Once she built up her confidence, I actually let her swim a little bit on her own. Once she realised she could do a lot of it on her own, she actually picked up confidence and she actually started to swim by herself. I was standing by just in case to give her a bit of support, but she didn't really need me to be there. She's still mildly panicking when she's swimming because she thinks she's got to get to one end of the pool instead of taking her time. But I think she really enjoyed doing this by herself, and now I've actually got hold of the camera, so I'm showing you that I'm actually at a distance away from her now and she's doing it all by herself. I told her at this